Hey, what's up everybody? It is Chris, and today I wanted to show you something that I picked up at the local coin shop. Purchased, sorry for using pickups. It's such a bad habit. I'm trying to get away from it. But today, so I walked into the coin shop and I noticed that they had reorganized one of the cases in the display. Usually they have like the coin sets, the proof sets, the clad sets that from the US Mint. So they usually had a pretty good selection of those, maybe 20 or 30 of the different clad sets that have been sitting there for a while. But I noticed as I was waiting for someone to finish their business that one of the showcases, they had basically taken that and reorganized it with a lot of new silver bullion. And basically what it was like the guy told me that someone had come in and offloaded a pretty good lot of silver, and it was a mixed variety. So they had used that display to go ahead and just lay those out so that people could take a look at it. Me, I was actually pretty interested in just getting some generics because the price is the biggest factor right now. The premiums are ridiculous. But then I saw a few things that I wanted, and I was like, you know what? It's not that big a deal. Let me just make some purchases that are going to make me happy. So first edition, I don't have any Libertads. So this is actually my first Libertad that I've ever owned. I wanted to see kind of what it looks like. I've watched a few videos on the new ones, and the gold ones look amazing. But I think it's the back on the gold ones that really gets me, the level of detail. So there were a few of them, and they were all in the coin holders. So I didn't really, I mean, it's just a bullion coin. But I should have noticed this burned edge right here. I don't know what that is, if there was something against it rusting or if it got wet and started to rust. I'm not sure. But I should have taken a closer look at it. I was just like, yeah, just give me that one. But taking a look at it, again, I do like the detail. Even with the Mexican coins, the Olympic coins that I purchased the other day, I like the fact that it had the writing on the edge, the engraved edge. That was pretty cool. This one obviously it just has the rated edge. But again, my first Libertad. Then I was looking at, so there was a big variety of different proof coins. So I saw this one, the Year of the Dog. Again, nice looking, 2018. I like these. I don't know why I like these coins, but they stand out, and I feel like if I ever laid them out as kind of like a set, they would look really nice. So that's why whenever I see them and they're in good condition, they look, they look attractive. That's why I purchased those. And then this guy over here. So there were a few of the different examples of the kookaburra, but I was looking at it, and I saw that this one's from 2000. I can't even read it through the camera. 2006. Whoops, sorry. 2005. So this one's 2005, and these ones are nice designs. You know, the kookaburra, obviously they change it pretty often. I'm not sure if it's every year off the top of my head, but they're nice designs. It's a Perth product, and it looks so nice. Like when you see it in person, the way that they designed the bird to look so like lifelike and like an action piece, it's really cool, and I appreciate that. So like as I add things like that to my stack, I look for things like that. But the other part of this video is I've noticed that, at least at this coin shop, people have been unloading some pretty big lots, which is not the norm. So I'm wondering if people are just thinking, it's a good time to sell, or if maybe people are going through things and they just need to get, liquidate their stack. But that's one of the reasons that I do like going to the local coin shop, because you see things that, you're not going to see on AppMex, you're not going to see them on JM Bullion or SD Bullion. Although those places have a great selection, they're not going to carry necessarily like, too much of the older stuff or things like that. So you would have to go to a coin shop or, eBay or something like that to get to make purchases like these. I'm really interested in getting into gold. I keep looking for it. I keep looking at the quarter ounces. They have, so at this coin shop they have like a bucket full of like the 1 gram wafers of gold, and I'm not really interested in that because I think they want $80 a gram. So yeah, not interested. That's way too high of a premium. Even though it's funny because like they do look nice inside the packages, like Pamp and Valcambi and the other ones that they have. They look nice, but I don't want a gram of gold. I'd rather save up and purchase at least like a quarter ounce or a 10th ounce. I do have a lot of the 10th ounce, and I always wondered to myself, if I went to sell to the coin shop, if I was the coin shop owner, I'd rather have 10 ounces than 1 bar, because I can make way more marking up the 10th ounce like coins than I could on a single bar or coin. But that being the case, like, I also like the idea of, like, I was thinking to myself, what if I just trade my 10th ounces for like of just a 1 ounce like Buffalo or 1 ounce Eagle, and just trade them like that? And I was like, nah, that doesn't make sense. The other use case for that is that with the 10th ounce, I can go ahead and if there ever was the SHTF scenario, the 1/10 would come in handy, because a full-on ounce is going to be too much to give for most things. So yeah, I think I'll end up hanging on to those. But purchasing silver over time, like, I really like that a few times a week I can put a few $100s into silver. I wish the premiums weren't so high, and like, I also wish that I wasn't such a sucker for nicer looking items, because then I would be purchasing the junk, the constitutional silver instead. Same thing as like those Olympic coins that I picked up the other day, or purchased the other day. I would be more of a fan of those, because that's, as far as the silver content, that's a better buy. Not only that, but like I talked about the other day with the constitutional, I mean, you can handle it. You don't have to worry about how you store it too much. Silver is silver. So there is definitely that. But I think if tomorrow's a good day in the market, I might end up going back to take more of these Libertads, because I do like them. They're nice. I do like the detail work that goes into these little crests of the eagle here. It looks really nice, and like even the center design and the writing, it's a quality coin, and I like that. This, I mean, to be honest, this actually looks better than, in my opinion, than the eagle, because they've taken the time to be so much more detail oriented than the silver eagles. But the only problem there is that these ones were not cheap. These ones were $38 each. So, yeah, because of that, like, it's prohibitive. That's a huge markup over spot, which is something that, you're going to encounter at the coin shop. If it's like the higher premium stuff, they're running a business. Now, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, you could haggle with them, you know what I mean? You don't have to pay what they're asking. But I try to save that. I don't want to be that guy that when you walk in and they're just like, oh, this guy, he's looking to save a few bucks. I'd rather save that kind of thing for, like, if there were a few items that I really wanted to try and knock off something that's pretty decent. So I try not to be that guy that's just always like, hey, can you do better? Can you do better? But it's funny because there was a guy in there who was like looking through the pennies, like on the counter, and I've seen people go in there like looking for jewelry and different things. So I think people are starting to get interested in it, at least, from what I've seen in this area. Before that, I had only seen kind of the regulars in there, or the people that are just sitting there chatting with the owners, not necessarily like, new customers. But I think, like I said, like, since I've seen so many larger lots of silver go in there, that's really, for me, the plus side of going into the coin shop, because you're going to come across stuff that, maybe from a few years back, like that guy's from 2005. You're just not going to see that online at the bullion dealers. And yeah, you can make purchases. Personally, I'm not a fan of purchasing precious metals through like eBay and things like that. Maybe from like one of the really established ones, which I've seen, there are plenty of them like online. But it's just not my thing, at least not yet. I might get into that at some point. So for right now, going to the coin shop is pretty much my routine, and I don't really see that changing in the short run. But that is all for today, and I hope you had a great weekend, and let's start the week off right. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.